My name is Vlad, and I'm the second year student of economics, right now studying at Kyiv Mohila Academy. And my journey from Ukraine to Canada actually started in my home city when I was in the beginning of the full-scale invasion. After this, me and my mom and two sisters came to Poland and stayed there for a month. And after this, I came to Germany, where I had an exchange program at Gießen University. After this exchange, I came to Canada actually to study at U of T as an exchange student studying economics. Well, as a newcomer to Canada, I think it was quite a smooth entry into Canadian culture and society because I had quite a lot of other students from Ukraine studying together with me, and I had my previous community that I could talk with, but at the same time I could get to know with some other students which are Canadians or which just study in Canada. So it was not difficult in terms of communication for me. I would say sometimes it was a bit difficult to understand that you're here not because you always plan to go to Canada or because you always wanted to study here, but because it's the war state in Ukraine and you had to come here because of the war. In terms of support that I received after coming to Canada was probably the largest was um, the 3,000 one-time financial support for Ukrainians. And if for the firstly, I didn't really notice it because I received a scholarship from the Temerty Foundation. Then after the end of my exchange period, it was essential for me to have certain amount of money to just start living in Canada before I find a job. Secondly, the support was also from actually Temerty Foundation that enabled me to come to Canada and study here. But also when I started to get to know with some U of T professors and with Ukrainian community in Canada, it was it was crucial to to have good relationships with them, uh, just to understand that I'm not alone here and that I can ask someone or talk with someone about certain issues, that I'm not alone here. So currently I'm both studying and working. I study at my home university for the summer semester, and at the same time I work as an energy market operations analyst. I'm the co-op student. Um, I work in Rodan Energy Solutions, and I was mainly searching for the work in the financial field, as it's my main interest. But at the same time, when during the work on one of the projects regarding the Ukraine, I subscribed in LinkedIn for one of the CEOs. This is actually that CEO. And on the next day, I received a message from the manager of that company because CEO found me interesting. So that's quite an unusual way to find a job, but still, I think networking really works in Canada. Um, during being in Ukraine and studying in Kiev, I at the same time worked in the UN Global Compact. And one of the prospects for me while being in Ukraine uh, was to continue my journey in the sustainability field. And during my work there, I was offered by my CEO to continue working there and become a sustainability manager in any of the major Ukrainian companies, which is a very good prospect for the work and for the life as well. But after the invasion, I had to leave the company as it continued to work in Ukraine, and I wanted to gain some international experience while it's impossible to fully study on the campus in Ukraine. And at the same time, I cannot fully experience the studying in Ukraine in my university, as it's one of the best universities. But to fully experience all the greatness of this, you need to be on the campus. And right now, it's impossible just to be there on the campus because of the dangerous situation. Um, that's why I think those opportunities were lost uh, because of the war. Most of the positive moments while being in Canada probably were during my studying at UFT and communicating with other Ukrainian students, making some projects together. So that was kind of period of bright memories and lots of new experience. At the same time, once I was going to Allen King Park during the Thanksgiving Day, and it was great experience for me. I was trying to canoe, and it was a great time, uh, probably lifetime experience. After that, I came to Montreal, which is kind of more European city, and I liked it in these terms because it kind of gave me the feeling of being in Europe, which I kind of missed some time. Uh, but most of the time, I wouldn't say that I have like negative experience or something like this. It's just normal life, and uh, you're always trying to find some new experience, which will give you some positive memories for the future.